Hello, Barbara here, and welcome to another episode of Growing Leaders. And today we are going to be talking about how to be happy. I'm going to share some happiness tips. And the reason I'm going to be talking about this is because so often we can put our needs and ourselves at the bottom of our very own pecking order. So everybody else comes before our own needs. Our family, our children, our friends, our work, our task list, even our housework can often come before our own needs. And sometimes it's so easy to get bogged down with the day-to-day grind that we forget to spend some time just nurturing ourselves. And one of my very all-time favorite mantras is, you can't serve anyone with an empty glass. And I really truly believe that. So we have to figure out ways that we can nurture ourselves so that we can then go on to serve other people. So I'm going to be sharing some 5 really quick and easy tips on how we can just be happier every single day. Are you up for it? Fantastic. Okay, tip number 1 is get some fresh air. This is super simple and so easy to do. Just take a few minutes every single day to pop outside and get some fresh air. This is especially the case for you if you are working in an office or working inside and you don't see daylight from morning till evening. Now, it's really easy to think of excuses why you shouldn't do that. You know what? It's cold, it's raining, I've got a piece of work to do, I've got a meeting that I've got to get to. But instead of thinking of shed loads of excuses, just leave your phone behind, grab your jacket and walk around the block for a few minutes. It doesn't have to take forever. It's going to help you de-stress, it's going to help you think more clearly, and it's going to give your brain a little bit of a break. So give it a go. Tip number 2 is do something that you absolutely love. Like I said, as I mentioned, it's really easy to put our needs last. But by taking some time every single day to do something that you really love, you're going to start to really feel the benefit. Now, this does not have to take forever. Just 15 minutes will make all the difference. And if you'd like to take my 15-minute challenge and download your guide, you can do that underneath this video, completely free. Tip number 3 is turn off your gadgets and your devices. You know what? Here in the 21st century, we are just super connected, aren't we? We're taking our phones everywhere and we are contactable 24/7. And this can just be exhausting. Someone once said to me that imagine your texts or your emails were like the postman ringing your doorbell every time he had a letter for you. How long would it take before you got really annoyed with answering the door? Chances are it wouldn't take that long at all. Now, this really makes sense. So now I make a point of not jumping every single time my phone pings. Instead, I have dedicated times to be gadget free. Have a go and see whether this works for you as well. Tip number 4 is have a go at meditating if you can. Now, this is something that it took me a while to get my head round because it's not everyone's cup of tea. I was introduced to meditation by a friend of mine a while back, and to be honest, it wasn't something that I just jumped on. But one evening I gave it a go and I was surprised at just how much I loved it. I spent, back in the early days, no more than 5 minutes and I felt completely energized by the end of it and really focused. And it wasn't the result that I was expecting at all. So now I've started meditating on a regular basis. Just give it a go and see whether it works for you. And tip number 5 is be in the moment. Now, this came to my attention when my son was little and he got into the habit of asking, what we're doing next, what we're doing next, all the time. And it kind of dawned on me that this was my fault because I'd got into the habit of just planning my week or my day so that, you know, I always knew what was happening next and I had to-do lists coming out of my arms. Now, although that was fantastic in terms of keeping me organized, it didn't actually help me be in the here and now. I was always looking for the future. And so it really allowed me to start to appreciate what I was doing right at that moment when I stopped doing that. I kind of spent some time thinking about what I was doing right then and there rather than just thinking ahead all the time. And not being distracted by things that were coming my way, just really focusing on what we were doing and really trying to be present at that one time. And to be honest, it made all the difference. All of a sudden, I was able to really enjoy what I was doing rather than thinking, what am I doing next? What am I doing next? What do I have to do? How do I plan for that? You know, just really being mindful of the moment that I was in. So those are my 5 tips on how to nurture yourself and improve your happiness. Let me know what your tips are. I'd love to hear them, so let me know in the comments. And if you want more tips on how to grow as a leader, come and join me at barbaranixon.co.uk. You'll find loads of freebies over there. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Take care. See you later. Bye.